Oh, hey Michelle. I just remembered I forgot to text my sister. Hi Annalisa, hi Linda. I forgot to text Catherine, tell her I was going on. Hopefully she hears the notice. Did you guys hear it? Did you hear the little beep? Good morning. Good morning, good morning. Hi Nina. Hopefully Catherine hears it. Hey Mom. I've been trying to remember to send Catherine a... Well, one's over in the corner making suspicious sounds. I'm sure as moms you know what those sounds may mean. And the other one's over watching Sesame Street. So I thought I would jump on here real quick while they're busy doing their respective activities. I don't have any idea what Avery's doing over there in the corner, but I can suspect. Uh-oh. Whoops. Speaking of them. What's wrong? Oh. Uh-oh. You stuck? You know what? I don't know if I can get you out of there. Here. You can't come through there anymore because Mom's moved the couch. Mommy's moved the couch, okay? You can't come through there anymore and get stuck. Get yourself stuck. Okay? Alright, here's one of them. Did you want to come say hi? Is that what you were doing? Coming over here to get in the middle of stuff? We didn't even get started yet. Ashlyn. Yeah, Morgan moved the furniture. Avery's over there. Hi, baby. Can you see her? Oops. There she is. Avery's over there, and this is Ashlyn. Boop, boop. Yeah. Here. We didn't even get started before you started yelling. Do you want to play with that? Here you go. Here you go. Okay, guys. Sorry about that. Whew, we didn't even get 5 seconds into it. Thursdays are always a challenge. Okay, so my name is Michelle Wolf. Oh, I totally will. I'll be squeezing them all day. And I'm a coach for healers and helpers. And we're going through A Course in Miracles every morning and trying to make it practical in our daily lives. You can find me at my website, caddyshackdesigns.com. And this is a list of everything I do, which is across the top at the website. So I feel pretty good. I got some sleep, and it did take 3 hours to get down here, but I was trying to just roll with it, and I found out, hi Cynthia, that there was a couple of fatality wrecks. I normally don't take the highways, but there was, I did today, and there was 2 pretty bad accidents, so, you know, I feel kind of grateful that I wasn't involved in any of that. Let's get the dog food bowl. Good morning, good morning. Today we're talking about judgment and how it affects us. Yeah, I feel a lot better. I do. I did some stuff. The deck guys are there. Yay! We're getting a deck built so we can stop tripping and falling trying to get in the house. So we're reading from A Course in Miracles. Today's lesson is 295. And it says, the Holy Spirit looks through me today. Super excited about the new deck. So excited. Getting in and out of the house is a safety hazard at the moment. Here, here, here. Oh. Yeah, I don't know how long they'll be able to stay on here this time today. Today, okay, so the Holy Spirit looks through me today. The Holy Spirit needs my voice today, that all the world may listen to your voice and hear your word through me. I am resolved to let you speak through me, for I would use no words but yours. Whoops. For only yours are true. I'm reading the wrong one. 295 is where we are today, in section 2 of the workbook. Christ asks that he may use my eyes today, it's pretty similar, and thus redeem the world. He asked this gift that he may offer peace of mind to me and take away all terror and all pain. And as they are removed from me, the dreams that seem to settle on the world are gone. Redemption must be, 1, as I am saved, the world is saved with me. We save ourselves, we save everybody around us, and we have that ripple effect out in the world. Fear appears in many different forms, but love has only one form. Help me to use the eyes of Christ today and thus allow the Holy Spirit's love to bless all things which I may look on, that His forgiving love may rest on me. So by doing that, by seeing the world differently, by not getting cranked up by circumstance. I started to get cranked up in traffic today because, it's a challenge. 2 hours and 15 minutes is a challenge. And then when it starts to stretch into 3, it becomes really tiring. So, I let myself have about 5 minutes of complaining. And then I just, started playing with the radio and entertaining myself and got through the last 45 minutes. And so I'm glad I did that, because then when I got here and found out there were 2 fatality accidents on the highway, I would have felt pretty bad if I had sat there that last 45 minutes bitching and complaining and whining, and then finding out that 2 families lost loved ones today. I would have felt horrible about that. Plus I would have wrecked, I would have put unnecessary stress on my body and unnecessary ripples of anger out into the world. Laying down judgment is one of the most powerful things that you can do. Judgment of other people, judgment of your situations. I had a section marked for you for the last 2 days to read, and both days I've lost it, so I guess it's not that important. I keep looking for it. I just marked it again before I turned this on. Because we never know, right? We never know what's on the other side. So we're pissing and moaning about something that's really not that big of a deal. And then we find out what's on the other side. And it's like, man, I feel nothing but grateful. I feel nothing but blessed that the worst I had to deal with was a 45-minute longer drive. That's not really that bad. It's not really that big a deal. So it's 45 minutes. What am I doing today? Nothing. Watching babies all day. So, But we do that all the time to ourselves, don't we? We complain and we gripe. And I'm right there. I'm a chronic complainer. I have a friend, Erin Jemison, who we laugh because we're like chronic complainers. We don't get mad about things too much. Like, we don't lose our temper typically, and I think it's because we're like chronically a little bit whiny. So it doesn't ever build up and explode because we're like letting out a little complaining every day. But I'd even like to stop doing that. Like, that's something I would prefer to let go of, even at that little bit of a level, because I don't think that it suits where I'm going. Who'd been in an accident and couldn't breathe without a machine. Yeah, see? All we have to do is look around. Catherine, I just saw you join. I'm sorry I forgot to send you guys a text before I got on here. I hope you heard the notice. We were talking about laying down judgment. But whine therapy, for me anyway, doesn't lead to less whining. Yesterday he celebrated because he took his first breath without the machine's help. Yeah, like he's got something he could legitimately whine about. We were no, not really. Today was just talking about looking at the world through Christ's eyes and trying to see everything as a blessing. I had just spoken briefly about getting stuck 45 minutes longer in traffic, and then, I whined for a little bit and then got over it. And then, there was 2 fatality accidents on the highway. So, even the guy who's on the breathing machine could find something worse, to make himself feel better. There's yes, we get to breathe all on our own. I get to run around here and chase babies. I can do it I just do it. You know, I just stand up and walk. I get up in the morning and I just stand up out of bed and get ready. I don't need anybody to help me. My muscles and my bones all work. There's so much to appreciate that laying down our tendency to judge everything as good or bad. You were up all night, so was asleep when the beat came in, but I think for a different one. Yeah, why are you up all night? That's terrible. That's a judgment. Yeah, I gave myself 5 minutes of complaining because it's that thing about you want to acknowledge what's happening and give yourself a witness to that. Like, you know, it really does suck. You feel better now? Good. I'm glad. If we just slap a happy face on everything, yeah. And if we just slap a happy face sticker on stuff, you know, then our negative emotions can build up and overwhelm us later. So it's important to acknowledge it. Give yourself that moment of, yeah, there is usually fear at the bottom of it all. Fear of being alone, fear of being outside the group. Right. Yeah. So you can acknowledge that it's not what you want. And then you move on to finding something to feel better about. So you take your 15 or 20 seconds or 5 minutes or whatever and be like, you know what? I don't like sitting in traffic and this blows. And Atlanta sucks. It's a big city. It's dirty. I don't like it. It's not my favorite. I'd rather be at home. But this is what it is right now. So what can I do to feel better? Make the best of it. You felt bad all morning about the school situation? I'm sorry. I'm sorry to hear that. I found the thing I wanted to read to you. The thing in the book that I wanted to read to you is about how we think we know what's up and we don't. How we think something's bad and we don't know if it's bad or not. We need to accept what is and find a way to turn it around. Yeah. So acknowledging what's going on and then looking for ways to make the best of it and relaxing so that creative solutions can come to you that wouldn't normally be able to come to you if you were all bound up in judgment and fear and whatnot. Good morning. So this comes from the manual of teachers, or for teachers, and it says, remember how many times you thought you knew all the facts you needed for judgment and how wrong you were. Is there anyone who has not had this experience? Definitely. Would you know how many times you merely thought you were right without ever realizing you were wrong? Would you choose such an arbitrary basis for decision making? Wisdom is not judgment, it is the relinquishment of judgment. Wisdom comes from laying judgment down. Make then but one more judgment, and it is this. There is someone with you whose judgment is perfect. He does know all the facts, past, present, and future. He does know all the effects and on everyone and everything involved. And he is wholly fair to everyone, for there is no distortion in his perception. There's no my team versus your team with Spirit. We're loved equally, all the same, without fail, without doubt. When people pray to win a football game, it just... when you win, it's not because God favored you that day. It's because you practiced and you had the skills to win the game. And the other team may win the next week, which doesn't then mean that God doesn't like you anymore. It doesn't work that way. He's wholly fair to everyone. We equally have free will to partake of that love and that connection or to turn away from it. And we can do that all day long, a million times a day. Connect, disconnect, connect, disconnect, bitch and moan and whine and count our blessings, and we're loved equally just the same. You don't have to earn it. You were born with a right to it. All you have to do is claim it as your own and be open to it and ask for help. Therefore, lay judgment down, not with regret, but with a sigh of gratitude. Now you are free of a burden so great that you could merely stagger and fall down beneath it, and it was all an illusion, nothing more. Now can the teacher of God rise up unburdened and walk lightly onward. Yet it is not only this that is his benefit. His sense of care is gone, for he has none. He has given it away, along with judgment. He gave himself to him whose judgment has chosen now to trust instead of his own. Now he makes no mistakes, his guide is sure. And where he came to judge, he now comes to bless. Where now he laughs, where he used to come to weep. When we stop seeking outside of ourselves, when we stop expecting the world to make us happy, we laugh. We can't help it. Because we see, I mean, it's kind of sad initially, I think, to see how we damage ourselves in the process of our thoughts, but we also, in some ways, didn't know any better. And when we do know better, we do better. When we know better, we do better. And we get to a point where, oh my God, you have to laugh because you're like, oh, I thought that was like life and death. I thought that situation was going to make me or break me. I thought it was going to kill me. And it was all just a story in my head. I mean, at some point that becomes funny. It goes in the we'll laugh about this someday file. There's some things I haven't quite decided that I'm ready to laugh about, but there's a lot that is in that file. We'll laugh about this one day. Well, yeah, at different points. It's not difficult to relinquish judgment. It is difficult to try to keep judgment. Judgment is exhausting. Keeping up with comparing yourself to others all the time is exhausting. She's got better clothes than me. Her butt's smaller than mine. Or if you have no butt, I've heard people say, well, I wish I had a bigger butt. You know, it's always something. I wish I had different hair, or a different house, or a different paycheck, or a different car, or whatever. Keeping up that kind of comparison all the time, no butt, is tiring. It's tiring. It's so exhausting. When you lay down comparison and judgment, you free up enormous amounts of energy that then you have to put somewhere creative, but at least it's there for you. The teacher of God lays judgment down happily the instant he recognizes its cost. Good morning, HJ. All of the ugliness he sees about him is the outcome of judgment. All of the pain he looks upon is the result of judgment. Yeah, it's easier to blame in the beginning. It's easy. It's a process, right? If something happens, we go through blame. We look at it externally, and then slowly we back it up and back it up and back it up until we look at our own backyard. It's a process. All of the loneliness. You're not an asshole. Michelle. You're not an asshole. Okay, we all have asshole moments. We all have our douchebag days where we're horrible. Now I'm an asshole. No, you're not. We have asshole moments, okay? I think we can all own that. We have those moments where like you look back and you're like, damn, I was a real douchebag to that person. But we don't have to stay there, right? We keep coming back to center and going, I don't want to be an asshole anymore. They are quiet. I think one of them is pooping. One's watching Sesame Street over there by the door. I don't know if you can see her that far away. Over there, like, directly that way. And the other one's over here in the corner being very, very quiet. Yay, gift. Are you pooping? Yeah. I'm pretty sure. Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy. Okay. It's not difficult to relinquish judgment. Carrying around judgment is the hard part. It's hard. We think it's hard to stop judging and labeling. It's not. It's hard to judge and label. We just don't know because we've been doing it for so long that we don't remember. We don't remember a time when we were 18 months old and we weren't labeling and judging everything all the time. Yeah. Yeah. These kids cry and in 5 seconds it's over. I mean, Ashlyn will throw her head back and just howl and cry. And she's, 3-4 minutes and she's done. She doesn't labor on it. She doesn't sit around and think her mom's an asshole for leaving her and going to work. She cries about it and she's done. So we can do that too. We can have our moment of whining and wishing things were different, and then we were like, yeah, we were just pooping our pants. No judgment. That's awesome. You don't have to continue pooping your pants. We get to grow up and stop that. And we can grow up and stop pooping on our lives, which is what we switch. We switch from pooping in our pants when we're little to pooping on our lives with our thoughts and our words, and we can choose otherwise. So funny. Right, change that diaper. Change that diaper. At some point, it's a lot less tiring to give up the habit of labeling and judgment. It's very tiring to label and judge. It takes a lot of energy. So when you let that go, don't be surprised at how much creativity comes bubbling out and how much more you're able to get done. Crap is the joke, right? What are you doing over there? I'll let you see. She sure is quiet. Oh, can you see her? Hi, baby. What are you doing over there? So quiet. It's always suspicious when toddlers are quiet, right? You know something's up. Yeah. So, whoa. Whoops. I almost dropped you. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Everything's falling apart here. Okay, I'm going to wrap it up because I'm pretty sure that's a dirty diaper over there. She's never quiet that long unless she's concentrated on making a creation for me. So I should probably take care of that. So don't shit on your life today, okay? Don't shit with your words. Don't shit with your thoughts. Just don't shit on yourself today, okay? Don't shit on yourself. It's pretty simple. Oh, Rhonda, darn it, we're just wrapping up. We just missed you. Or were you here earlier and had to go? Anyway, we've deteriorated into talking about turds and poop and shit as creation, and we've decided, I think, as a group, to not shit on our lives today with our words, our thoughts, our actions. Deal? Okay, we can have that deal. Yeah. Me too. We just have to laugh about it, right? Things get tragic, and we just have to laugh about it. It's not always easy. Okay, we made it. Nobody cried. Well, Jana's crying, but for a different reason. Okay, see you later. Thanks, guys. Thanks for being patient when I'm down here with the twins and have to be all distracted and stuff. I'll see you tomorrow. They did poop. One of them did poop. That's their job right now. Eat, sleep, and poop, and watch Sesame Street. Okay, bye. Love to you guys. Much, much love. Whoops. Oh, boy. Let's try.